Well, Scotland were pretty disappointing on Friday night, Mark. I think we have to agree with that. Steve Clarke, no doubt, would have been watching on that game. What do you think he will have made of that ahead of the game on Wednesday?
He would have seen two very different sides, and he would have probably thought that there's going to be a lot on that Scotland-Hungary game. Switzerland have been rather effective recently, and they were good against Hungary, possession 50%. However, and interestingly, they had 15 shots, six of those on target. So therefore, they've got the ability to score, as they've shown. And defensively, they're quite solid as well. They've only conceded 2 goals in their last 5 matches. They've now won 3 in their last 6. So they're in reasonably good form. And significantly for that first goal, they actually had a little piece of history in a way, because there were 22 passes in the build-up to Kwadwo Duah's goal. He was on the end of the 3rd longest passing sequence leading to a goal at the Euros on record. So, yeah, I think there'll be a little bit of fear there from Scotland, because Switzerland are a very good side, defensively solid, but they can play and score and create chances. And Scotland are going to have to be at their very best to turn things around, that's for sure.
Yeah, scored 3 unique goals as well, different style of goals, so big threat that they'll pose to Scotland. Yeah,
you mentioned that big game for Scotland against Hungary. Will that be kind of win or go home type situation, do we think then?
I think so, very possibly. You can never tell in major tournaments, because you don't know how teams are going to change and transform and respond. And that's what Steve Clarke's side need to do. Steve Clarke is speaking to the media at 12:30 today. We'll have that live on Sky Sports News, so it'll be really interesting to see what he thinks. But yeah, when you look at the situation, they are under a lot of pressure. And there is a situation where you just think, well, you know, you've got to perform, you've got to turn things around. However, the Hungary manager doesn't seem to be too optimistic. Take a look at the quote, because this is what he said after their game. We played Germany in 4 days. I dare anybody to bet 1 Hungarian forint on us. As of today, that looks impossible. We had a tactical misunderstanding, we didn't cope, and have had time to press them. The first half was very bad. We were too passive. And for anyone that wants to know what a Hungarian forint is, it's 0.0021 of a pound.
OK, good to know.
So,
great knowledge, Mark.
You might gamble that, if you were so inclined.
You might, but you probably wouldn't.
Strong words from Marco Rossi. Yeah. Very unimpressed with his team.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure there. Again, is that a reverse psychology thing? He's now saying to the players, I'm telling everyone you're terrible, now prove me wrong. Because if you don't, you're going to be going home. But yeah, it was always going to be a tough group. For Scotland, and after that game against Germany, pressure's on.